Hello, I am Edward, and welcome to Smells Like Teen Spirit. Uh, in this video, I will be going over the arm and leg positions for the first verse. Load up on guns, bring your friends. It's fun to lose and to pretend. I guess it's the first half of the first verse. So we'll start with the arms. We have load. It's an L on our hands. And then our arms are in the fifth position, which is pronated down at our sides in front of us like this. This is LO. And then AD is an A on our hands. Arms to your chest, wrist bent towards you. That is A in the 10th position. So low, AD, LO, AD, load, 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 load. And then with the legs, leg position for low is our left warrior, or left lunge. That is your right leg straight, your right foot pointed forward. Your left leg is bent any degree, go lower if you want more of a workout. And your left foot is pointed to the left. This is our low position, LO. And then AD, we bring our arms and hands into the AD position, and then we pick up our right heel so that now both feet are pointed to the left. Our left leg, both legs can be bent. You are on the toes and ball of your right foot, and your left foot is flat. This is AD. So from low, AD, load, low, AD, load, load. And then we have up. Up is a U on our hands in the 8th position. So low, AD, up, load up, load up, low, AD, up. And then up on the feet, you just have to be on your toes. It's best if your legs are straight, but we do what we can. So 3 positions: low, AD, up, load up, low, AD, up, low, AD, up, load up. Then on is an O on our hands in the 4th position. So up, on, up, on, up, on. So, and then on for the feet is your left leg pointed forward, your right leg pointed to the right, and both of your legs straight. So up on your toes, on, we have a right turn, up, on, up, on, up, on. So from low, load, up, on, low, add, up, on, Let's load up on. Then guns. It is a G on our hands. G in the 9th position. So on GU. And then GU on our legs is a right sprint. So in AD, I call this leg position a sprint when you have both feet pointed in a direction and the non-dominant heel is lifted. So this is a left sprint, and this is a right sprint. This is with low. I call this a left lunge or a left warrior. This would be a right lunge or a right warrior. So load, up, on, GU. Is G on our hands, arm in the 9th position, with a right sprint on our legs, GU. So on, GU, on, GU, on, GU, and from GU we have NS. It's an N on our hands in the 7th position, GU, NS, GU, NS, GU, NS. And the legs, it's a light squat. You just want both of your knees bent, your feet can be pointed wherever. Just make sure that in your mind you have a light squat and a deep squat. So GU, NS, GU, NS, GU, NS. From load, low, add, up, on, g, ns. Low, add, up, on, g, ns. Low, add, up, on, g, ns. Take a little water break. Okay, so the next section is bring your friends. So BR, B on our hands in the 4th position. On our legs, that is a right turn. BR, and then ING is I in the 28th position. Well, realistically, there's 2 ways to do ING. I'm going to show you the single hand sign version first, which is an I on your hands and then NG on your arms. There's also an IN on your hands and a G on your arms. So there are two valid forms of bring. There's bring and bring. I prefer the bring just because I do this for the workout. So then the leg position for the I in its 28th position, ing, is a right kneel. So then bring. 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 And the other bring. 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 And then U is Y in its 22nd position. So bring you. Well, yeah. So I do your in a special way. So what I do is I have a Y on my hands at the first knuckle, then I put my arms into OU, and then at the second knuckle I'll bend my hands again to make an R. So that is my your. So my bring your is BR, ing, your, bring your. You can also do bring and then YOUR. So that's why you'll see my bring your will look like BR, ING, YOUR, bring your. Whereas another valid form of bring your is BR, ING, YOUR. So we can do both of the bring yours. We'll do the I still gotta figure out how to differentiate them, but you know. Start with mine. BR, ING, your, bring, your, bring, your, and then bring your, bring your, bring your. So that is a, you can call it the advanced track and the, well, yeah, the, it's really just a difference of like how many levels of signs can you recognize. Yeah, and I guess I tend to prefer to find a way to work the most. Or there's like I try to find the most compressed system through all the signs. You know, so it's like in this, bring your, well, yeah, I like, yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out, while I'm resting, and while I'm doing that, I'm trying to figure out how to describe why, like, I would, or I do prefer to do the bring your over the bring your, right? Because this is like quicker and easier, and would certainly, if I chose to do that, would help me achieve my goal of signing a song up to the recorded version faster. But I can also tell that I only want to achieve that if I can do it like this. You know? So, yeah, and then we can get into Friends. Friends has another, well, yeah, Friends can get a little tricky as well. Just from how long the word is, and you know, how many sign positions you want to spend in it. Right now I have 2 working versions of Friends, but I'm only dancing to one of them. So it starts with FR, which is a F on our hands, in the arms in the 3rd position. And then we have a right turn on our legs. This is FR. And then what I've been going into is an IEN. So I have an I on my hands on the 1st knuckle, and then on the 2nd knuckle I make an E, and then I put that E into the 4th arm position. So that's IEN, which keeps the same leg position. So it's FR, IEN, FR, IEN, FR, IEN, and then DS is a D on our hands, D in the 7th position, and our legs are in a light squat. So this is the Friends that I've been using. FR, IEN, DS, FR, IEN, DS, FR, IEN, DS. The other version of Friends that I have, I guess the other version of Friends I've found that can be done in 3 signs, or in 3 positions, right? So like 1, 2, 3 is FR, IE. So it's FR on our hands, and then we have an IE, which is I in the 9th position, and then NDS, which is N in the 36th position. And the 36th leg position would be 33, 34, 35, 36. Friends could also be FRIE NDS. FRIE NDS. FRIE NDS. I kind of like that one. I feel like it. Like a lot of this, at least this first verse so far, is right leg dominant, so that NDS gives a nice left quad burn to balance it out. Okay, so from Bring Your Friends, we're gonna have a couple different ways to do it. I think I would say, so between the two bring yours, I'd say there's a very definite, like, you know, easier and harder one. I feel like the harder one is the one that I've been demonstrating thus far. Ing, your. And the easier one would be bring your. And then with the friends, I feel like they are holistically the same difficulty, but just with different emphasis. With the first friends, the hurdle or the difficult part is understanding the first and second knuckle lettering on your hands. I guess that's also present in the more difficult bring your, but the leg positions in the friends with the more difficult hand positions are simpler, if that makes sense. So this friends, we'll call it version 1, FRIENDS. We'll call it hand version, okay? So the hand version of friends, the difficulty is in the IEN, because you have to hold an I and an E in your hands and on your arms. Whereas in the leg version of friends, FRIE NDS, your hands only ever have to hold one letter, but that does mean that your legs have to enter kind of higher positions to fill in the rest of it. And truthfully, I'd only been, I've been using this version of Friends honestly mostly because the definitions past 32 I still need to learn. But so we'll do Bring Your Friends. I think I want to try the difficult Bring Your with the leg friends. I'm going to swap that in. So we'll see. Bring your friends. Bring your friends. Bring your friends. So you can, well, so yeah, that's the one that feels the best to me. Feels the most effortful and rewarding. Although I guess it's, my zone of proximal development, because I am pushing myself physically as my goal. Then the other one would be bring your friends, bring your friends, bring your friends. Alright, and then I'll do one mix match. So we'll do a bring your friends and bring your friends. And I think that's one of my favorite parts about this, is that as long as you can hit the letters, you can, kind of work the underneath however suits you best. Or at least that was the intention. Because as you saw there, right, it's like I now have 4 different ways I can say bring your friends. And you can even, you can do something as much as like bring your and bring your, and there's like, I haven't even got into, but there's an, so you can go a whole lot further. Alright, so I think from load up, and I'll do, I think I'm just going to do 3 rounds of load up, or 3 rounds from load up to bring your friends. And then I think, trying to figure out how much I should continue to like express every version. Yeah. Alright, so I'll figure something out. Let me do 3 rounds of from load to friends, using the we'll call it this or the, it's like the tentative route, it's like when in Bloom I recognized all the alternatives, but I really did just have the like start to finish that I liked to like build as the main road. So yeah, I'll do 3 of those right now. So low, add, up, on, ga, ns, ing your friends load up on guns. Bring your friends load up on guns. Bring your friends. Okay. Then I'll do one with the scenic route. No, I don't know. Doing with the lower speed limit? No. Yeah. I mean, technically it's the faster route. So, there we go. I'll just do, yeah. Load up on guns. Bring your friends. Load up on guns. Bring your friends. Load up on guns. Bring your friends. Okay. So now it's fun to lose and to pretend. So for it's, the single sign is I in the 47th position, which is an I in your hands, your arms straight out, wrists pronated, wrists bent down, out to your side. This is ITS, I in your hands, TS on your arms, it's. Then on the legs, it is a one-legged squat with your squatting on your right leg, and then your left shin resting on the ground, kind of wrapping around your foot. You'll see I am squatting on my right leg. I have my left leg laying on the ground, wrapping around my foot. I can almost hug my right foot with my left shin if I want. This is it's in a single sign. You may also do ITS, it's. This is I in its 4th position, and then S in the 1st position. It's, and it's, It's. Then fun. I have another single sign version, which is, well, it almost only makes sense to me, but it is an F on your hands. If you extend your middle finger and place it on top of your ring finger and then bend it down, that counts as a U for reasons that I can almost explain. So when we have this F on our first knuckles, if we want to make a U on our second knuckles, it would be the pinky, ring, and pointer finger on both of our hands down. You can think of a U with the pinky, ring, and pointer finger activated. So if we activate those fingers on an F, it looks like this. And then what that does is it places our thumbs in a neutral position relative to everything. Our ring fingers are extended on the first knuckle but bent on the second. Our pointer and our pinky are bent on both knuckles. And our middle finger is bent on the first but extended on the second. And so the way I've been able to shorthand this position so I can get to it quicker is by placing my middle finger on top of my ring. And you know, it's just a kind of shorthand I've made for the FU hand position. And then once I have FU on my hands, I can put my hands in the N position on my arms, or my arms in the UN position. Fun. So that's the version of fun I've been using. At least here. For In Bloom, I was using the F on my hands, U on my legs, and then N on my hands. So, fun, 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 fun. So we do some of the It's Funs. Yeah, so it's fun. It's fun. It's fun. Say that's the most difficult version. It's ITS, FUN is fun, ITS, FUN, it's fun, ITS, FUN, it's fun. So that's the easiest version. And then you can mix and match. So we can do in it's fun and it's fun. So I use the harder version, but you know, I'd rather you use the easier version than not dance at all. Truly. So, so then to lose, it's pretty simple, only one version. So 2, it's T in our third position. So right turn on the legs, 2. Then we already know our low. 2, low, 2, low, 2, low, and then SE is S in the second position, which is just standing up straight on your legs, both feet pointed forward. So 2, low, C, 2, low, C, 2, low, C. To lose, we have and, which is a left kneel, and we also have a second version of and, which is an in the second position, and on your hands in the second position. So we have 2, lose, and 2, lose, and I prefer the A in its 28th position. So to lose and 2. So we have 2, lose, and 2, pretend. So then P in its th position is P-re, P-R-E. And on our legs, we have a right squat, a deep squat on our right leg. Our left leg is straight, and then our toe and heel are touching the ground. This is pre. And then T is leg straight, left turn, T in the 4th position. Then ND is N in the 2nd position, legs neutral. to lose and to pretend. And I guess quick note about all the positions in which you see me hit this low. I know in common athletics they refer to it as a Cossack squat usually, which has the heel planted. You're more than welcome to use that version in all of these. I prefer the toe. So that being said, and you can define your own, satisfying level of lowness. I only count, I always try to get to this position, but, I'm more than willing to count a valid sign anywhere between here and like here. And you can, loosen your guidelines as much as you need to. So it's fun to lose and to pretend. Start with a full one, 3 rounds of the full one, or the tentative route, and then I'll go and do the alternatives. So it's fun to lose and to pretend. It's fun to lose and to pretend. It's fun to lose and to pretend. Okay. Okay. So now we'll do the it's fun to lose to pretend in the simplified style, or in the, what do you want to call it? I don't know. Yeah, faster. I guess I call it faster or stronger. Or faster or higher. As in, like, this ing is stronger than this ing, but this ing is faster than this ing. Yeah, something like that. So now we have the strong and the fast routes, or options to either take a stronger or fast route. You can fasten your strong routes and strengthen your fast ones if you'd like. So, it's fun to It's fun to lose and to pretend. It's fun to lose and to pretend. Okay. So now I think I'm gonna do 3 rounds of the strong, 3 rounds of the simplified, and call it a video. So the strong, we have load up on guns, bring your friends, it's fun to lose and to pretend. Load up on guns, bring your friends, it's fun to lose and to pretend. Load up on guns, bring your friends, it's fun to lose and to pretend. Okay. You're into the simplify. We're good. So, low, load, up, on, guns, bring your friends, it's fun to lose and to pretend. Load up on guns, bring your It's fun to lose and to pretend. Load it up on guns. Bring your friends. It's fun to lose and to pretend. Thank you for being with me. I love you.